Hello everybody, Melting Explosive Ruler here, and I'm back with another Nuclear Throne video. And I know what you're gonna say. Wow, another Nuclear Throne video? Didn't we just get one of these? Well, yeah, you did. But, this time, we're gonna do a normal run. So, I know what you guys are gonna say. What happened to the weekly? Well, here's the thing. Previously, I think it was about 10 minutes ago, I tried to record the weekly, and the game crashed as soon as I started the weekly. So I can't access the weekly anymore, which kinda sucks. So, you guys are just gonna have to watch a normal run. And I'm probably just gonna see how far I can get with YV. We're just gonna run a vanilla YV. He's, as I said in my first video, he's the only character I have a crown unlocked for. I have the Crown of Haste. We're not gonna do that, we're just gonna do a normal vanilla YV run. So YV, higher rate of fire, pop pop. Higher rate of fire, that's his passive ability, so basically he can just shoot faster. And Pop Pop is his active ability. Basically, when you right-click with him, as you saw with Crystal, Crystal shields when you right-click. YV, he will shoot 2 shots for the cost of 1 trigger pull. So, basically, it's really useful when you're fighting bosses. The only downside to this is, I believe, well, not I believe, but it makes your reload time for the next shot. So, like, for example, his normal fire rate is really good, right? And this is just his normal thing. But then if I use his active ability, I can't shoot as fast, but I shoot 2 bullets at a time. So it's really useful for when, as I said, when you're fighting bosses. But it's also useful if you're just fighting like slightly tankier enemies. I'm gonna keep the shotgun because I like the spread a bit more. So I actually love his starting weapon. It's kind of like when I play Rogue, where I really enjoy playing Rogue, and mainly because I like her starting weapon. Because the Rogue rifle, I don't think I've played Rogue yet on camera, but her starting weapon is basically like godly. I love playing her. It's the same thing with Young Venus, where I love the character starting weapon a lot, so I just play them a lot more often. And one of the reasons I play with Young Venus more is just because his passive ability, the faster fire rate, is ridiculous. So I believe I explained most mutations in my last video. I don't think we actually saw Throne Butt in my last video. So Throne Butt is a mutation where for every character it'll change what it does, but it'll always upgrade their right-click ability. So for Crystal, I believe hers is she has a shorter shorter shielding period, but after her shield she'll teleport to wherever the cursor is. So it's really good if you need to get out of combat. YV's turns Pop Pop into Brap. Brap is basically, it'll shoot 4 trigger pulls, but it'll have an even longer reload delay. Afterwards, we're gonna go with Back Muscle, get that extra ammo max. And one good thing about Back Muscle actually is it indirectly gives you more ammo drops because it redefines what low ammo is considered as. So I said this in my last video, my strategy when I'm fighting bosses is normally clear out the rest of the enemies in the area and then go to focus on the boss, mainly because the boss is the least of your worries. Well, for the most part. Okay, I said I love the starting weapon, but Sledgehammer, I love even more. And since we're playing Young V, the laser pistol. The Sledgehammer is ridiculously powerful. We're gonna. Oh yeah, and this is Sharp Teeth. We also didn't see this last video. Sharp Teeth. The amount of damage you take from an enemy will be dealt to every enemy on the screen when you get hit. So it's pretty good. It actually works pretty well with Gamma Guts, so you can just run into everything and kill everything. But we're gonna go Plutonium Hunger. And another thing I like about Young Venus is you don't really need a lot of fire rate mutations to make him good. So you don't need you can Trigger Fingers. Every character can benefit from Trigger Fingers, but you don't need Stress for him. Even though Stress is really good on him, you don't need it. And it's honestly, my favorite early game melee weapon, it's gotta be either the Sledgehammer or the Shovel. But I think the Sledgehammer wins because it's slow as shit, but I love how much damage it can do. This thing is a destructor. This thing is a destroyer of worlds. Especially if we get scarier face. Open Mind, we didn't see this last video. Extra chest. Basically, Every level, a weapon chest spawns and an ammo chest spawns. This gives you a chance to have either an extra ammo or an extra weapon chest. It's okay, but I'm gonna grab Strong Spirit. You guys already know my gripe with Strong Spirit, how much I love this mutation. Jesus Christ. These are some of my least favorite enemies in the game, by the way. If you couldn't, I hate snipers in the scrapyard. Because they... That's another... High damage melee weapons allow you to beat out the assassin melee, which is kind of ironic because, you know, they're the melee enemies. I don't know about snipers recently. If you stand near a sniper, if you stand next to a sniper, when they shoot, they actually will not be able to shoot you because they need to be able to have range up and aim, so they won't be able to hit you, which is kind of interesting. That until recently. And another good thing about snipers is that their bullets do enough damage to kill them. Hopefully we get a good gun here. Anything? Sawed-off shotgun. It's mediocre. Not great. It's basically just a shotgun with a lot more spread. I love beating out the assassins in their own game. Oh, I might die now. Accidentally blew up a car when I was next to it. That's kind of... God, fuck me. Oh, well, shit. That's another thing this game is very difficult for one of those reasons. Whenever a portal spawns, it destroys any car that's near it. I wasn't lucky enough to be standing next to it. I'm gonna do one more run because I feel like I'm cheating you guys out with that shitty gameplay. Let's do Rogue, because I was just talking about her. So Rogue, I didn't actually read her abilities for you guys. She has Blast Armor, Portal Strike, and Heat. So if you notice, we're getting the police. We're getting the police very early. And the reason for that is Rogue starts with a passive ability that basically makes the police spawn every level. It makes her hard to play. Also, if you notice, we have something new on our heads-up display. Instead of just having health, radiation, and ammo, now we have health, radiation, ammo, and that little blue, like, card-looking thing. That's... Oh yeah, that was our blast armor, by the way. Whenever we get hit, we explode and we damage any nearby enemies. It's pretty good. Her active ability is Portal Strike, which is what that blue stuff is. That is her Portal Strike. It's literally just like an explosion. It's like a how do you say, a blanket bomb. Just like a rolling thunder. We are gonna get Bloodlust. You guys already know the gist. 3 HP for killing things. That's one of my favorite ways to get HP. It's one of the only ways to get HP, actually. And if you'll notice, one of the things that makes Rogue a harder character to play is that Rogue doesn't get radiation canisters, so Rogue doesn't level up as quick as other characters do. Her radiation canisters are replaced with Portal Strike canisters. So instead of... Jeez, I might die. So instead of giving her radiation, her Portal Strikes, and I will show you... Oh, hold on a minute. I will show you what a Portal Strike looks like after I kill this guy. So a Portal Strike, that's your Portal Strike, and what you do is, you do that, you can use it to open large areas, to do major damage to the boss. Alright, level 3. We are going to grab Bolt Marrow, so also Euphoria, slower enemy bullets. The enemy bullets are slowed by 20%, makes them easier to dodge. But we're going to grab Bolt Marrow. It makes all our bolts homing bolts. Basically, since bolts pierce, this will make a bolt shoot and then track to the closest enemy. So, if you notice, that bolt killed 3 enemies. So it basically just makes bolts a lot more ammo efficient, and it makes them a lot more deadly. Also, we need ammo, like, desperately. Also, I love her starting weapon. That's the reason I haven't dropped it. For a couple of reasons. One, it's the only IDPV gun in the game that you can actually pick up. It's the only interdimensional police department gun you can pick up, so it's the only gun with blue bullets, and I love the way their bullets look. Also, it just does a lot of damage. It's like a slightly better version of the assault rifle. So yeah, sometimes ammo chests can be where they are not real chests. If you played like Souls, if you ever played Dark Souls, you know what a mimic basically, but you know, clear throne. Head over here. So SMG. I like the SMG. I don't like it more than I like the rogue rifle because as I said, I absolutely adore this weapon. It's really ammo. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. It does a really good amount of damage. It only shoots 2 per. Level 4, we are going to grab, it's probably going to be Lucky Shot. Only because I don't want to, you know, run out of ammo, like, super often. Oh, jeez. The assassins, they can pretend to be dead. Which is another, you know... Alright, one more for the road. Jesus, alright. Let's do... Hold on, we've done Crystal and Rogue. Let's do Melting, just for funsies. 2 HP. So he has less max HP, he only has 2 HP, so he gets one-shotted by everything. More radiation, every enemy drops +1 rad. And he explodes corpses, and the explosions he makes delete bullets, so you have a lot less of a need to dodge with him. So basically, you play this character defensively, and you level up really quick. Actually, wait, no, I lied. You get one-shotted by everything in the game that isn't a maggot. The maggots don't one-shot you, and this is the assault rifle. This is, in my opinion, the shitty version of the rogue rifle, but it's still a really good gun. Oh yeah, and also, his right-click is just that. Just makes tiny blood explosions. He has one of the best thrown butts in the game, only because his is ridiculously powerful. So, we haven't seen impact wrists yet. Impact wrists, corpse fly and hit harder. In this game, corpses can damage enemies, and this makes them do more damage to enemies, and they fly back farther, so they have more of a chance at enemies. We're gonna grab it, because it's really good, because technically it's a damage mutation. Now, the mark of a good melting run is you will be a level 4 by the time you leave the first area. That is the mark of a good melting run. This doesn't look like it's going to be a great melting run, though. I love the SMG, but I like the assault rifle a bit more. But we're going to do one more. One more. This will be the last run. So as I said, you get one-shotted by almost everything. But you also get more radiation, so you rank up quicker. So Rhino Skin, the mutation that gives you more health, is very necessary for this character. Also, Strong Spirit is very good on him as well. Machine Gun, you guys haven't seen me pick this up yet, but it's literally just a version of the revolver that's fully automatic. I believe it does less damage than a revolver, but you know, it shoots faster, so whatever. Laser pistol, one of my favorite guns. Oh, excuse me. I had to clear my throat. It's gonna be laser bright. And the only reasoning behind it is because I have the laser pistol. That's what I mean by dodging is a lot less necessary with this character. Also, I survived the hit, and you might be saying, wow, how did you do that? Well, he can survive a maggot. I got tickled by a maggot. You know what? One more, and this will actually be the last one. I keep fucking lying to you people, but no, this is it. It's gonna be a steroids run just for funsies. Let's go. And I promise you guys, this is actually the last run. I just want to show you guys, as much content as I can. And I know this is really, unprofessional. It's a whole. Oh yeah, because I don't really have scheduled uploads, but I don't really have shit to do. Like, let me be honest, it's summertime. I'm not doing shit. So I don't really have to. Like, I can make this video as long as I want, but I don't want to make it too boring for you guys. I actually have no idea how long this has been going on. So, excuse me for my ignorance on that part. So, steroids. He can use both of his weapons at the same time. He starts with 2 weapons. He starts with 2 revolvers. And he's very inaccurate, but also every weapon he uses is fully automatic. So this basically makes the machine gun actually garbage, because you can just have the revolver. Since you can use 2 weapons, you can play the range game and you can play the melee game at the same time. Also, if you guys are going to ask why I never pick up the disc gun, if you've ever watched any of my Binding of Isaac live streams and you know what Bob's Brain is, or if you ever played the Binding of Isaac and you know what Bob's Brain is, it's the same gist with Bob's Brain, but like even worse. Let's grab it, and then there we go. This is, oh, hold on, we need to reverse that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so it's gonna be trigger fingers. I'm already showing you guys all the mutations there. Alright, so I believe it takes 3 grenades to kill this boss. Or 4 grenades to kill this boss. Alright. So after a while, you start learning, like which gun's the best for dealing with bosses, and yada yada yada. We are definitely going to grab the assault rifle. But we are still going to... And his inaccuracy, like his accuracy debuff, you don't see it very often because a lot of the guns are really accurate. But on guns like shotguns and SMGs, you do notice it a lot more because the spread is actually ridiculous. Let's. Probably gonna be impact wrists. So, and just for you guys, I'm gonna do a secret level. I'm gonna do one of the quote-unquote Easter egg if I don't die. Fucking Christ, I died. Well, ugh, and this cursor. Well, anyway, guys, that was Nuclear Throne. I apologize to you guys that I couldn't get you the weekly, but the game didn't want to cooperate. The game fucking crashed. So yeah, I couldn't get that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I enjoyed making the video. So, if you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. This is me, Melting Explodes Bloodily, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. See ya.